We were the dads of the group that night.
Yeah, well, did we tell that story? Because I think we should tell that story now.
That was my little leeway.
I have been meaning to bring this up.
Yeah, we
because
said
I think
we
it was
should.
really hilarious. There was a time last week where I could have brought it up, but I didn't. But basically,
How dare you?
a couple of weeks ago, we went to our local to have a couple of drinks. But the plan was to go out to the club. And
Yeah, we were planning on going anyway.
yeah, so while we were at the local, we ran into Johnny and a couple of, well, no, it was just Johnny, but we told Johnny to bring his friends down, and we all went together, like 6 of us, went to the club, went to a club that was like 20 minutes away. And basically, all of Johnny's friends were like, what, 18?
Literally just
turned 18. So
one was 18 the day before.
So yeah, exactly. One was 18 the day
how
before.
fresh they are.
Johnny had turned 18 like a week before.
Yeah,
Hadn't
maybe
he?
a couple of weeks.
So
yeah, maybe.
I
even
think
just
it was
2
literally
weeks.
like a week.
Yeah, 2 weeks, something like that.
And so everyone was super, never gone clubbing before.
They'd never gone to this club,
hardly
at
been
least.
drinking, and we are sort of
The old
veterans at this
yeah.
point. We're gonna need to be in a wheelchair with a fucking blanket over our legs one of these days. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
And so we took them to the club. And we Ubered there, and we were already quite drunk when we left. But the funniest part of the story, it's not an incredible story. We basically just went there, had a good time, and then left. But the funny part about the story was when we got there, Johnny's friends were all so eager to get into the club. They just basically went front of the line. They went in. They were so happy. Johnny was sort of at the back, and I was at the back with Johnny. And Johnny got stopped when he went to give them his ID.
It expired.
Because, well, I wasn't sure. I was like, oh, shit, what's wrong? And then the guy was like, your ID's expired. Can you stand over here, please? And my ID's fine. I've got my ID till like 2024.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, fuck. What are we going to do if Johnny doesn't have his ID? So I wait with him. His friends, fuck off. They go in. They just want to club. You know what I mean? And I get it. They haven't been clubbing. No, yeah. I'm saying his friends. You and I stayed with him.
Yeah, we stayed, yeah.
We stayed with him. But his friends, and I understand it. They're young. They want to party. They went in.
Yeah.
We stayed behind because we were both able to get in. But I think our thought was like, well, we can't really leave Johnny just to fucking fend for himself. Anyway, the head bouncer comes out and he looks at Johnny's ID, and there was another guy's ID. I don't know what the other guy's problem was. I think the other guy...
I think the other guy got let in, but Johnny did.
Yeah, I don't know about the other guy, but basically Johnny's had expired like a week before. It had just expired, and obviously the license would have said that he just turned 18. So I think the bouncer looked at it. He probably was like, oh, it's this guy's first clubbing experience. His ID's just expired. He's probably going to get expired. The bouncer was like, look, this is your first and last warning. You can go in, no problem. We were like, thank God. So now you and me are at the back of the line, and then you knew one of the bouncers, or
No, I don't know him, but I one of the DJs used to work there.
one of the DJs. That's right.
He'd done like a gig at Metro's like in Frio once, and yeah, I don't know him, but I was like, oh hey man, I know you. You've done a few gigs. I've been out of sets, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So I knew him, and then you nearly got us in trouble.
Very loosely. Conor knew this DJ. And then we're standing in line, and as we're going to walk in, the DJ's like, well, hey, man, are you on the VIP list? He asks you first, and you go, no. And then he goes to Johnny, hey, man, are you on the VIP list? And Johnny goes, no. And then he comes to me and he says, are you on the VIP list? And I just go, yeah, I am.
Moron.
Why not? You know, I did in my head, I was just like, fuck it, I am.
Idiot.
And well, I didn't turn out to be an idiot because he completely believed me. Didn't think there was any reason to check if I was. He was just like, oh, great.
That's the thing that they
So
always
then he
do.
walked me in. You were just about to get your card out to pay for entry.
Yeah.
And the lady who was looking at the photos was like, or doing the stamps. She was like, oh, no, you don't have to pay.
I was like,
You're on the VIP list.
Oh, yeah, I am. Yeah, shit, I forgot. Sorry,
So then because I just lied on the spot, he let us in for free, and then he marched us to the bar, went over, clicked at the bartender, and was like, hey, can you pour us 4 shots of tequila? He had a tequila. Me, Johnny, and Conor each had a shot of tequila.
And just like, all right, see you, mate. And you just left.
All for free. Yeah, and then he fucked off, and then I didn't see him again for the entire night.
Yeah.
I saw him like once, and I was like, hey, man, how you going? And he was like, hey, man, hey. And he just fucked off. It was like the rest of the night, we basically didn't see him, but we started off with free entry and a free shot of tequila.
I'm just saying, though, the thing is, like, 90% of the time, probably 95, I'd even say 99% of the time, they check.
Yeah, they would check. Yeah.
But I don't know how, but maybe it was because I said, he seemed a bit depressed though, because I said to him, I was like, oh, you DJ here? And he's like, I used to. And I was like, okay. I didn't ask what happened.
Poor guy.
But apparently he used to. I don't know. And then I saw him ages ago in in metros. And the only reason I noticed him was because I was with someone and they're like, oh, this guy DJs at arcade.
To be honest,
whoops.
he seemed to me.
Just drop the name.
That's right. He seemed to me like he wanted.
Sorry, I just doxed myself. I don't know what that is. Hopefully,
actually, I think that's crickets. I think you're getting crickets right now.
I wish that's the horn.
Yeah, that's right.
Another beer.
We need to get labels for the. Yeah. Should we? Do you want to cut to a close up while you get your beer? Look at you. Oh, look at that raw strength. Go, 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 go. Ah.